Another day, another adventure. Wait, what is this place? Did I pass out somewhere? I don't remember this. Where is Liam? Looks normal outside. I hope I have not done anything to upset him. Liam? What's going on? And what's with the glasses? You don't wear them.
Liam? That is a name I have not heard in a long time.
Okay, what does that mean?
Well, you called me Liam. You're getting me confused with someone else.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm not called Liam. My name is Jack Catterson.
Oh God, no! Someone help me!
Juliet Raw and Liam Catterson in The Catterson Chronicles. Series 2, Episode 4, The Timepoint Paradox. Written by Liam Catterson.
Hey, what's going on?
Keep away from me, you psycho!
Well, that's a new one.
Someone help me!
Look, whoever you are, I am not here to harm you. Besides, if people heard you, they'd think you'd be insane.
Are you kidding me? You're a psychopath who wants nothing but to kill and harm the people of this universe.
What are you talking? Are you losing it?
You're someone who sends chaos to anyone who breathes. Your personality is deranged. You have no emotion for anyone else. There is a reason I am reacting like this. If Liam isn't nearby, I am going to harm you myself.
Can you please stop mentioning Liam?
Why? Scared that he will kill you?
Because Liam is dead!
No, you're lying.
Does this face look like I am lying?
You're lying! Liam isn't dead. I traveled in time with him.
I swear, you're going crackers. Labeling me a psycho time travel? What the hell are you on about?
Drop the charade. I know what is going on and I don't believe you for 1 second.
That's it, I'm calling Dr. Coraxis. She'll sort you out.
Wait a minute. Jade.
You know her.
Why is she in contact with you?
Maybe because I know her? Well, it's a bit more than knowing her. More like I love her.
Okay, you're totally lying. Jade would never love you.
Ooh, look who's the expert. I'm sorry, but you don't even know me, but yet you're fit to judge a relationship?
I know Jade would finish you off when given the chance.
Well, you could say that again.
Wait, is that supposed to be an innuendo or are you trying to be funny?
Take it as you want. Hey babe, did you let another homeless person sleep on our sofa again last night? No? Well, there's this crazy woman here with me right now and she's coming out with all sorts, that I'm some sort of psycho, that she knows you, and she keeps screaming for my dead brother. A bit insensitive if you ask me.
I'm old enough to know about that fake called trick. Nice try though.
Tell her I'm not so fake after all.
Oh my god. He was telling the truth.
Are we finally seeing some sense?
Bring her to Harrison Labs when you can and we'll examine her. Maybe she's suffering from schizophrenia.
I beg your pardon?
Will do. See you in about half an hour.
No, this cannot be happening.
Look, I don't know what is up with you, and quite frankly, I am concerned.
Jack's saying he is concerned. What the hell is going on? Jade is in love with you, and you're acting good? Liam is apparently dead?
Okay, before we make a stop to where Jade is, I'm taking you somewhere that may knock some common sense in your head.
Why did you bring me to your graveyard?
To show you something. Over there.
No, that isn't right.
Every month I come here. I speak to him as if he was sitting in the same room, talking about how my life is going. How my life with Jade keeps moving forward. How I wish he didn't end up the way he did.
This cannot be right.
You spoke of him as if you knew him.
I do, he's my best friend, and now he's dead.
You're a bit slow, but also confused, so I'll just say I'm sorry.
No, don't be, because he isn't dead.
How much more do I need to show you? Shall I raise his corpse to show you every single detail? Put me in misery more, please! I'm dying to have a bad day!
No, you don't get it. If you lived in my head, you'd understand where I'm coming from. Because from what I recall, I was in a time travel machine with Liam, Jade and Mitch.
Mitch? Oh no.
What about Mitch?
The less said about that monster, the better. Carry on.
You were a villain. You tried to sink this world into oblivion last year by choking the world to death. You're acting pretty quiet.
You're describing me the way my brother was.
Wait, Liam was mad? And he is under this gravestone right now?
It was a dark night in Durham. My brother had this side effect in the family, to which my father fell to. Suicide in the end for our father. Except this was aggressive in Liam and he went on a rampage. His attitude grew worse year by year and he started capturing and killing people, drawing a smile on their faces with a knife as he laughed. Me and Jade, we kept trying to put him on medication and it worked for a period of time, but with each take of medication, the effects started to die out until it became ineffective and nothing could stop him. The police kept catching him, but he always escaped. That was until I snapped his neck.
Oh my god.
Sad thing is, it wasn't even his fault. But he was saying we used to be a great set of brothers. It only got worse when our father died, as if the spirit of our dad lived on through him. That is why it hurts me when you bring up Liam, because it wasn't even his fault and he turned out like this. And I decided to put him out of his misery. And it hurts.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, you have your proof. Jade is expecting us.
It is just... I think I am trapped somewhere.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I just had some kind of flashback, but it was with Liam, Jade and Mitch.
Yeah, well, the sooner Jade can fix this problem with you, the better. I don't like being reminded of my brother's name.
Me and you, in the same building, doesn't really give me comfortable memories.
You must be the nutcase to which Jack described.
Jade, still being arrogant against me, you see. I'd prefer it if I was called Sarah, not nutcase.
Let's make something clear. My family may have always belittled me, but that doesn't mean I can forget faces easily. I have never seen you before in my life, and quite frankly, I think this is just for attention. It's not intentional to mention a deceased relative in front of someone, but when you do it repeatedly...
Okay. I have figured this out. Jade is working in Harrison Labs, and states she has not seen me before. Liam is dead, and Jack is suddenly a good guy, and you have disgust for Mitch.
A guy who's dead to us.
And that validates my point. Something happened to me, and I don't know what.
I think something is going on. I can tell if a person's shown honesty.
Are you serious? She's not right in the head with what she's saying.
Jack, do you want me to commence a scan on her brain activity? If she's lying about what she's saying, give her an Oscar. In fact, that is what is happening right now as we speak. Everyone who walks in here must be examined verbally and mentally, and Sarah has not even mentioned a single lie so far. Meaning she knows Liam, me and Mitch. But this isn't right, because I've never aligned with Mitch, and I have never met her before.
So what the hell's going on? Are you sure your systems aren't bugged?
We are a secret base with top security. For our systems to be screwed up, Newcastle would have to win the Premier League, and I guarantee that isn't happening in my lifetime. Sarah, sit down. I'm going to ask you some questions.
Nothing too personal.
I can't promise you that. In your memories, what can you describe about everything you know?
Well, I travel in time and space with Liam, you and Mitch. We're good friends, though you can be a bit of a bitch to me at times.
That's nice to know.
Jack was an evil twin of Liam, who would have his psychotic personality. He would even go about trying to kill off the entire universe. You mentioned Liam, you were all aliens from a destroyed planet. I know what I am saying may sound like a good pitch for a TV show or audio program, but this really happened. I have experienced these events. And you said your technology is scanning to see if I am lying. take a look at it.
My god. She's serious?
Your systems have to be bugged. This is way too unrealistic for my liking.
Jack, I told you once and I shall say it again. This is accurate. And there's no dip in the scan to what Sarah's just said. This really did happen. But how is the question?
Oh!
What's happening to her?
She had this happen earlier. We were about to come to yours. She said it was flashbacks or something like that.
Is everything okay?
I am remembering something.
Who are you?
This is mine now.
Sarah, run!
Sarah? Is everything okay?
I just had another vision. Liam was there. And you and Mitch. There was another person. I don't know who he is.
If what you're saying is definite, he could be some form of root cause. Sarah, what did he look like?
I don't know. He had a white cloak, bit of a goatee, short brown hair. I'm going to sound a bit crazy, but piecing together everything from the lives I know being different to what happened last time I was in the Orbis, I may have a theory. Do you have a whiteboard I could draw on?
Yeah, follow me. Jack, get a marker for Sarah from the drawer.
Okay, Liam, I'm going to do you proud. So, I know what happened in my life was real, and yet this reality is real too. How can that be? Well, here we go.
A line? Well, that isn't really informative.
Patience. Not so long ago, I was able to travel to another universe, a parallel one to this universe. Imagine a universe where World War III happened, the Titanic never took off, religion never happened.
That would be a blessing.
When I was on the other universe, Liam explained to me about the laws of time, how they were an infinite amount of universes. When we investigated this device that was to return us back to our universe, Liam brought up a comment that ties into this. An alteration of the timeline. I managed to get back to my universe. We had a few adventures to relax us all from the drama we went through.
You mentioned different universes. What if it was another case of that?
A friend of ours who helped get us back to our universe was able to close the rift that allowed anyone to get through with the right power. So, it is impossible for me to access another universe. I'm sure Liam could reopen the link to other universes if he wanted to, but we closed them so there would be no threads crossing from their universe to ours. But as you saw, there was this man who appeared out of nowhere on our machine. He must have some knowledge about time and how to manipulate if he got on board effortless, which means he created his timeline.
Come on. This isn't fiction. We're alive. Real.
Jack, I am human, and yet I have seen things that give you that attitude. And I am going to put the final nail in the coffin. My phone. I have images of Liam and me on our adventures, and I managed to take some with Mitch and Jade when they came travelling with us.
Seriously? That has to be photoshopped.
Jack, hear me out.
Don't tell me you're defending her. I get she may be a little hopeful that she wants to return to those days that she's told us about, but I can't fathom a reason why she could be right. It sounds like something you'd acknowledge from fiction.
How much proof do you need at this point? She has passed the lie detector test. She has visual proof. She sounds concerned, for crying out loud.
It sounds insane.
But it's real. I mean, nothing can fail the lie detector test. You said there was a man you didn't know of in a white cloak?
Yeah, he was in the Orbis. Or time machine and said, "This is mine now." And I assume he did something which brought me here.
The Eye of the Storm? Do you remember anything else? This is important.
Liam told me to run. I am not sure where though. That is all I remember really.
This is going to sound a bit crazy, but we need to somehow project the events you experienced into reality without another seizure. Someone must have messed up the timeline. Sounds bizarre, but the scan is not even dipping. Not even 1%.
I'm starting to believe her, but I still think she's crazy.
Thank you.
It may be crazy, Jack, but it is a thing. It has to be. It isn't like Sarah is lying, so there must exist another timeline she is from. Fortunately for you, Sarah, we may have something to help you back to your world, with some tweaking.
Anything that would get me back to my world.
Our first step isn't going to send you back to your time, but if you remember the events and you're here right now, your victim should be in the same timeline as well. I'm not totally sure, but that makes sense to me. Now, take a seat over there, the seat with the wires. We'll hook you up and then tap into your memories.
Jade, please don't do this.
Why? What's up with the seat?
Last time she did this, it melted someone's brain.
Do you know why? Power cut. Now, unless the met-off slide again, I don't recall any pending threats of thunderstorms and lightning occurring anytime soon. Don't worry, Sarah. You'll be safe.
You better be right. So, what will this do?
It's not what this will do. It's what you will do. This projects memories into a visible object, depending on what you're thinking of. You have to think of the event which led you here. You don't remember much of the event, but with this machine, it can extend what happened and hopefully we can get some idea on who sent you here and screwed up time for you.
Will this hurt?
Not much. Starting up the power.
Ow! I thought this wasn't supposed to hurt!
You must be sensitive to pain. Okay, I need you to think, Sarah. Think of what happened, the last moments you had with your friends. Think harder than you've ever done before. That's it! It's starting to form. Keep thinking. Don't drop focus until I say so.
Seems pretty easy.
Please. No words. An easy distraction to break the hold. It's all a blur. Concentrate harder. I'm just stabilising the image. It's going to take quite a bit to take a hold of the memories you've experienced. Any new memories would help.
I am starting to remember. I began running through the halls of the Orders as if I was being chased.
That's good. Keep hold on that and any new memories. Almost there. There we go. You can think of anything you want now. Let's explore the events that led you here.
That must be Liam? And that must be Mitch. Oh, what a world this would be to live in. Don't mind me, I might just put the Orbis on cruise control. Oh, that adventure has worn me out.
Not gonna lie, it's made me a bit weary.
For advanced species, you have some strange weaknesses. I am not even feeling tired. More the opposite.
If only you could pilot the Orbis correctly. That type of glutton would put you in charge of the controls whilst we rest.
Liam, there's something going on. The Orbis is looking like it's been unstable.
What reason? The teleport? But the Orbis deters these incoming feeds. How is someone getting in? Mitch, Jade, keep a hold of the blockade gear. We're gonna have to do this.
The main event of the show.
Who are you? Nobody can get on board my ship with ease. What's your deal here?
This is mine now.
I'm sorry, but this is never going to be yours. She's not for sale.
That is where you are wrong. Someone I am in business with is requesting my takeover of this ship, and for you to have no living activity, only for a temporary time.
I'm not sure you heard the first time. He said no.
Not really an answer I can accept. And don't worry, this will only knock you out.
Sarah, run!
She is of little significance anyways. You, on the other hand.
Liam, no! No! Liam is gone! He shot him!
And me too, I guess. But there's something I can't quite comprehend.
Why does it matter? Even if you found a way for me to return, it would be worthless. Liam is dead!
No, you don't get it. That guy who shot all three on the ship, he said something interesting. He said you two have no living activity, only for a temporary time. So why kill them all?
Compulsive liar.
Or he wants them three out the picture for something. Why did he not kill you? If he killed those three, then why didn't he do the same to you? Instead, you are someone of little consequence to him. I believe that gunshot was not one that was fatal, but rather something that rendered them unconscious.
In a way, it makes sense. But now we need to find a way to my world.
Easy. If you're here right now and remember the events, he will be here too. We need to locate him.
You're kidding, right? If he has hold of Liam's ship, that means he could be anywhere, and that means in time and space.
I should have told you this. In the last week, we've been picking up some screwy scans when monitoring the area. Terrorism from Mitch's army has reached all-time high, so we have to be certain. But the result of irregular activity has never been this high before. Look!
Behind the gala. That place looks like it has a massive surge of red. Do you think that could be where that person who sent Sarah here is?
I did learn about reports of strange rare and noises coming from around the gala. Sarah, I suggest you check it out and encounter your demon.
Jade, are you sure there is some sort of irregularity here? I can't find anything here.
Sarah, something's going on. We've never had a blip since Y2K.
Doesn't matter. I found him.
Oh, hello, person. Hang on. You're a face I remember.
And do you know why? I remember what you did. You caused all of this.
No idea what you're talking about.
Liam, Jade and Mitch, you attacked them and somehow altered the timeline. You screwed up life.
You know what? You are a clever girl. So I'm not going to be the guy playing mind games and play a bad lie a child could figure out. Yes, I altered the timeline. What you are experiencing is a different timeline to its original. Just call it Timepoint. I'm the one who took your alien friends out. I'm the one who is responsible. My name is a Manipulator.
Change it back to the way it was now.
Or what? No offence, darling, but you don't look like the type of person who'd break me in half. Why don't you go away and enjoy this beautiful timeline?
Because this isn't the natural way of time. You took away an important part of my life. Why?
A question? How are you able to maintain the knowledge and yet exist from the previous timeline?
Not sure myself. Now, a question for you. Why did you take my friends away from me?
I did not take anyone away from you. Liam, Jade and Mitch are alive in your original timeline. You can return to them in the original timeline when I am allowed to.
Allowed to?
Well, I shouldn't tell you this, but what are you going to do? A human female who is powerless and has nothing to get back to her own timeline? It's a laughing matter if you ask me.
You can mock me as much as you want to, but I will find a way.
Need courage. Admirable.
What did you mean by when you're allowed to return me back to my time?
Well, I may as well spill a few beans right now, but I was employed to do this. A certain person wants Liam, Jade and Mitch out of the way, whilst he prepares to take the world as his own. Now this man, he doesn't want to kill off humanity or hurt millions of people, but he believes what he is doing would only enable Liam to go to him and stop him, which is why he told me to take care of him. He wanted him dead before he decided to change the choice, as he has something bigger planned for Liam.
And who is he?
All in good time. Anyways, I've got to take your ship for a spin. I was thinking Spain might be good in this new timeline. We'll see.
Where is the Orbis?
Are you kidding me? Are you demanding me to tell you where the Orbis is? What are you going to do? Control it yourself? I bet you don't even know how to turn the ship off. I mean, I don't, but I know more about time travel, paradoxes, and alternative timelines than you could ever fathom. Hence, why I am called the Manipulator. I'll come back for you when my boss tells me you can return home. Until then, enjoy the view.
So, did you find what you were looking for?
Yep, and he is gone. Not sure where to either. He had some stupid teleport with him and now he's gone.
Did he tell you why you were in this timeline?
Yeah, and he said I can return to my timeline soon.
Well, what's he waiting for?
He said he was employed to send me here. That when his boss had finished his plans, I could return to where I was. That Liam, you and Mitch were an obstacle to his boss's plans. And as cliche as it is, it involves taking over the world. Now he's gone and I don't know where he has popped off to. He could be anywhere.
We can find out.
How?
When he teleported, he would have left off energy that would signal the starting point, being at the gala and the end point, wherever he disappeared to. We can locate the energy and gather information from where he went from there. Jack, you know what to do. Trace the energy's endpoint. Current location of the Manipulator is shown to be located at Durham University. I doubt he's there to study.
Well, what are we waiting for? We have you, Jack and myself to control the situation.
Not yet.
Why not? The sooner we capture him, the sooner the timeline can be fixed.
Sorry to intrude, how the hell will you be able to return to the timeline? If he operated this new timeline, we'll need the ship too, and even then, how would we be able to know what to do? The best course of action in order for you to actually have the timeline fixed is by kidnapping him and getting the answers out of him.
We're not sadistic people, Jack.
I know, but who else is knowledgeable about this time travel stuff? Sarah knows of it, but does she know every control on her ship?
Just a few functions. Wait! I have an idea. So, what if we can capture the Orbis and that lures the Manipulator to come to us?
Are you insane?
No, hear me out. Jade used that memory device on me to find out the full story behind why I was in this timeline to begin with. What if we use that to see what functions the Manipulator plays to bring about this timeline? Then, with the ship back here, we can reverse what he did, and if it all goes according to plan, it should change the timeline back to normal.
Oh my goodness, she's a genius.
Not. It's a nice thought to lure him here, but what makes you certain he'll take a seat? I think someone of his capability will be aware if something's up.
We'll have to try and force him, whatever the case may be.
Why is my teleport not working? Cheap technology. They can build fancy equipment, but not reliable teleports?
I am assuming the quiet activity means that you have taken care of our 3 friends.
Quite. But we have a few issues with this executed plan. You better be right that this will work.
What is the problem?
The human female is onto us. Is he sure she doesn't know about the stone? If she finds this ship...
Go somewhere then.
I can't! It's like this piece of crap knows I did something, and has been moody with me, not wanting to respond to my inputs.
You're doing something wrong then.
Or maybe you don't know who I am. I know how to pilot this ship. Why do you think your boss hired me in the first place? How long is it before you're ready anyways?
Maybe a month at best.
What happened to a couple of weeks?
Setbacks happened, but now we're not so worried about him stopping us. We'll contact you if we decide on more changes.
Quite. Besides, I have a call to make with a certain leader that could prove help for me against our female friend.
You are aware this mission will be one risky.
A good idea is to get the Orbis whilst he is out. But who's going to retrieve it?
I know a guy who specialises in these sneaky missions, and he will deliver your ship here with no problem. He's currently fighting Mitch's troops, so hopefully he'll arrive here.
A name would be helpful.
He calls himself Alex Kennedy.
Alex!
Jesus, is there anyone that we know that you don't?
Mitch, where are you? Don't let me hunt down your family.
Alex, we need your help.
A little busy trying to snap someone's neck at the minute, Jade. Can this wait?
No, this is of importance. Teleport your way back here, ASAP.
Fine. Mitch escaping is your problem. Okay, Jade. What do you need? I haven't got all day. London is destroyed, along with Berlin. I can't exactly leave it stranded.
A sneaking mission of some sort.
That's it. A sneaking mission. You're telling me that I wasted the chance to break Mitch's neck just to go on one of your hunting games?
No, this is something more. This is Sarah Penelope. She is from another timeline. The true one. Without trying to sound crazy, we have a time machine lurking about Durham. And we need it so we can revert the timeline back to the original timeline.
You say that as if this isn't real.
This isn't. We are just a devised concept made by this city to send Sarah here.
I have to bust my ass for you. No offense, Princess, but I have bigger fish to fry. But I will get you a precious ship.
What's the deal with Alex? He isn't like this where I am from.
Been like this since his wife was killed by Liam.
Stacy, right? I assume so.
Don't talk about her again. You think I'm deaf? Keep it up and you can remain here to watch the world burn. If you are indeed from another timeline, how did you get here?
Long story short, someone called the Manipulator took out my friends and somehow reverted the timeline himself so that events would alter significantly to what you're experiencing right now. Times were so much different before.
So, how are you going to return to your timeline? Do we kidnap this freak and torture the information out of him?
We need the ship she travelled in which he is currently located nearby. We need to layer him and think of a distraction that may work. We have life signs of him right now. When he leaves the Orbis, we'll move out. What will happen is Sarah will confront him, since she is the only one who knows about this according to him. Alex, can you access the military truck?
It will be a hassle, but sure. Nobody refuses me.
Then it's settled. Now it's the waiting game.
Looks like you won't need to wait any longer. He's on the move.
Crap, that's not good. Alex, you'll have to teleport to the army base and fly to the Orbis location. It's at the campus of the university.
On it.
How am I going to catch up to him? He's like a 15-minute walk from here.
Sorry, Sarah. You're going to have to float with your feet. Jack, go with her. You're going to have to help Alex out and take him to Orbis.
I'll just hack the system so we can get permission to enter the main street. Can't believe the war has led us to this. Durham is one of the least affected areas.
It looks like he's heading into the town centre again. He's just took a shortcut that leads to the centre. Just don't get spotted. Make it seem like you're just casually shopping.
Okay then, let's hurry. We can't waste any time. Oh no! No! Ah!
Sarah, what's going on?
I'm starting to feel something. As if memories are being taken away.
Could it be the side effects?
Don't know, but I think we need to get this done as fast as possible. I seem to feel less memories about my life than I did before.
You better get a move on. Time is not on our side, and I mean that.
Last time I felt like that was last month chasing buses.
The map shows he is around here somewhere.
Have you not been killed yet? Because I see a red cylinder, but no sign of the freak's brother.
On my way now. Don't let him go in my direction or things are going to get real messy.
You know, I forgot how good 21st century cola tastes. Certainly a difference for what is about to come. I'm sure you've had the chance to put the fact to the test. What do you want?
You did something more than change your timeline and make my life a living hell. I've been suffering flashbacks. At first it was about what happened before I woke up in this timeline. But I know something is going on because I am starting to lose memories of my life. What have you done?
Oh, I'm sure I did mention it. Maybe you forgot about that too.
This is no time for games!
Okay, don't be so triggered. I still use the term, right? Anyways, let me explain, because I want you to treasure what remaining memories you have left.
What do you mean by that?
One side effect I may have neglected to tell you about is that the more time you spend in this timeline, the more chances you have on losing memories. These memories will be erased at random. Who knows? It could be small, insignificant memory at first, and then it may be something important.
Your ship is loaded with some effort. Keep him occupied and return to the lab.
You know that is a selfish act to do. I thought alternate timeline was bad, but now not caring about the side effects of a person's memories is even worse.
Whose fault is that? It would have been so much simpler if you'd just fallen asleep and let me and my boss manage this new world. But you need not fear, because when the timeline will be restored, you should have forgotten everything about Liam and your glorious days as a traveller, and the new world order shall be established.
Well, you may as well tell me who your boss is, since you're so secretive and you're certain I am going to have no memory of Liam.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? But stupid, I am not. Now, get out of my way. I have a business client to greet.
No! You're going to return me to my original timeline! You have no idea over how much damage you could be doing to the universe.
Oh, and am I supposed to care if rips in time will emerge? You want a glimpse at how powerful I am? I can open a rift right now and close it effortlessly, because I am more of an expert over time and space than your hero can be.
Then use it for the matter of good! When you think about it, there could be so many issues fixed by your expertise. Why not be someone that can help and cure the universe?
Because there is one thing you need to be aware of. Life isn't fair, and you can find out that fact by staying here and forgetting about your hero. Now move. I won't ask again.
Good news. He is not heading your way. He said something about meeting a business client.
We're approaching the lab right now. I'll pick you up once we drop this thing off.
This is the ship you supposedly travelled in. Seems a bit compressed.
Wait until you see the inside. So, if the Manipulator has been inside this place, it should be unlocked.
Wait, what the hell? What the... How is this possible? Huh.
We have a lot of advanced stuff here. This is just mad.
So, what is the plan now? Wait until he comes crawling to us?
Precisely. We outnumber him by being a man that is supposed to be better at this whole time and space thing than Liam. I doubt he will come invulnerable. We have to watch ourselves and strike when he least expects it.
And then replace him on the chair, explore his memories in depth and find a way in order to return you to your timeline. It's weird considering in 2 terms, we are approaching the end of the world. What with Mitch attacking major cities of the world? But the universe would benefit the original timeline.
It stinks. I prefer this timeline. I mean, here, I'm not an insane maniac who has no sympathy for anyone.
Jack, we're on the verge of World War III with Mitch. Not only do I think it is safer for the universe if the timeline is changed, but realistically, we shouldn't exist.
I'll contact my man, so we have a greater chance of apprehending this man. And in case anything goes wrong, nothing has ever gone right for a while now.
I don't think that would be necessary. Did your parents ever tell you not to take what is not yours?
Leave now! We'll have security in this place. You'll be executed on the spot.
That won't be necessary, because they have been indisposed, and it wasn't my fault.
Jack, operate the power.
I don't think so.
Right now you're 1 move away from the bullet hitting your head. Did you not think I had some form of protection?
Isn't this a great reception? I think it is best if you all stop what you were doing, if you want to survive.
Finally!
I believe you know who this is, Sarah?
You're working with Mitch?
It's just a temporary partnership, until you people learn your place. Now you, step away from the controls, and there will not be any trouble. See? I had a feeling you and your new friends would try and find a way back to your time, which is cute.
And we've got you outnumbered.
You think so? You have a brother who was once a psycho, now reduced to a measly wimp? A female who will struggle to use her gun against me? Ironic, really. And then there's Sarah, who can't really do anything but vent to me. The only one who has a chance to put up a fight is Alex. How is Stacy?
I am going to put an end to you.
Well, would you look at that? Now, I know what you're wanting, Sarah, and I know that you want answers out of me.
Of course we do. I want to come back.
No, you don't get it. I know how you would try and get the answers out of me. Did you think it was going to work? Probing my mind into revealing how I function Timepoint? See, ever since I met you again, Sarah, I took precautions in eavesdropping on the conversations that you had with your friends. It's pointless, because the years of time travel and universal influence has forced me to create a time block in my brain, preventing your efforts to probe me. Nice idea, but you need this.
What is that?
It was your way here. It's called the Paradox Stone, engineered by me. It can communicate with time and any ship or device connected by the space-time continuum. Of course, when I invaded you lot, after your heroes felt sleepy and you ran off like the little cowards you are, I managed to hook this up to the consoles of the Orbis and create this timeline.
Maybe if you use that for your ship, you can reverse the damage done, revert the timeline to its original formation.
You can forget it. Nothing is going to change. You can back off now.
Why is he working with you to begin with? From what I hear, the Mitch from this timeline is nothing but a lust for power.
And that hasn't changed. Now yield! You're not removing this timeline from existence. A timeline that I am destined to conquer.
Hold on. It's fair enough having a go at me for removing the timeline, but this timeline would perish anyways. It's a placeholder timeline.
What do you mean?
He said that he plans to return the timeline back to normal once whoever his employer is has finished with his plan for this new world order. Mitch, I am speaking to you as a friend in the original timeline. This man is using you.
Say it ain't so.
She's trying to get inside your head. She's just a little homesick, that's all.
You want to check the lie detectors? Harrison Labs has the most authentic lie detector in the world, and look at that spike.
Oh, she's good.
That could be anything.
Problem is, I interrogate my victims with this exact software. I know how it operates, and when someone is lying to me, you just assured global domination to me as a deception, so you didn't get your ass beaten.
Please, I could have every single one of them murdered right now.
I don't like it when people use me. It doesn't end well for them.
There will be no murders in this room today. Mitch, whether you like it or not, everything ends.
You're not changing the timeline back to how it was, so I can be some irrelevancy to what I am today. A ruler forgotten.
That is not who you are. Far from it.
I don't care how amazing I was in your dream world. What I am experiencing right now is power. And nobody can stop me.
I finally have you where I want you. At gunpoint. Ready to blow your brains out.
This changes nothing.
You want to shut it too.
Go ahead and kill me. But there's one thing you forgot.
What is that?
I wonder how protected this lab is. It started, and I shall be successful. I gave the world a deadline to prepare, and now it's the end. Quite unfortunate with what happened to Stacey. You're a religious guy, aren't you? Because I feel she is about to encounter you in whatever afterlife you believe.
The pole? Get off him!
I shall enjoy stabbing you until you leak!
Shut up! This day has aggravated me so much! Scum like you never make it any better!
Digging into your original timeline's nature, eh? Not quite the crowbar, but it will do.
And you can shut the hell up too, you stupid idiot!
Sarah! Catch!
Ah! It's happening again! I can feel it! Certain moments with Liam erased. Just like he told me about. I can't remember what. Ah!
Sarah, listen to me. What you need to do is to get in the Orbis and plug this into the console. Hurry, I don't think Jack is going to keep him down for long.
I'll take care of Mitch. Go! Now!
My face! Oh no, you don't.
Let it go. You've lost.
You remind me a lot of my sister. And even she was foolish. Just like you are.
Where do I place this?
Step away now.
Oh, what? I have killed with this before and I'm willing to kill again if it means shutting you down.
Ah. Liam has taught you well. I can see that the innocent female whose life fell apart grew into an aggressive follower. See? You may deny the fact that you're a murderer, that it's not your cup of tea, but you are. And here you are, willing to kill to get your own way.
I can see one of your abilities is to try and demotivate people to weaken them. Unfortunately for you, it doesn't work.
Don't you dare. Ah!
Here we go!
No!
Wait. It worked? At least I think it did. The console room. It has worked! Everything is the way it should be. Well, not exactly. Liam, wake up, please.
Sarah? What the hell happened?
Oh my god, it is you!
Oh, did I do something?
Not you, but he did.
Wait a minute. Who is... Oh, wait. I'm starting to remember. He held us all at gunpoint, and that was the last thing I remember.
His name is the Manipulator. He has the power to create a paradox timeline to replace the main one, which happened. He manipulated a timeline where Jade, Jack, Mitch were humans. You were dead. Everything changed. It was a completely new timeline.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, he did what? Changed the timeline?
Oh, for crying out loud. Did I just pass out again?
Ah, he's coming too. Wake up, stranger!
Oh. Wait. What's happened? The timeline.
Oh wait, the timeline you screwed up? Do you know who I am?
Well, why do you think I came for you, Free? I know who you are, Liam. My client wanted you out of the way temporarily.
Client? Temporarily?
A new world. Once his project was complete, all three of you would have been brought back to this timeline, overwriting my timeline's counterparts, of course. Don't want to create any black holes, and you would have been living under this new timeline.
There is one thing you do not do when you meddle with me. I've met with people who wanted to use my energy to get their own world. I've battled psychopaths and aliens who wanted to conquer. But anyone, even if you're trying to do good in altering the original timeline, you do not do that.
I do not fear you. I know who you are, and your demons.
And yet you decided to change the timeline from its original state. Hey, good job though, obeying your master's command. But there's one thing you missed. Opportunity. You never stopped JFK's assassination, and Hitler didn't exactly stay in art school. Instead, your thought process was to make a dangerous error that could have potentially collapsed the universe.
I never. What's your point?
It isn't about avoiding mistakes because you made a huge one. There is not a person alive who's allowed to change time for his or her benefit, not even me. In fact, you were lucky changing the timeline, especially from inside the Orbis, didn't fracture the multiverse.
I think a man of who I am has expertise over this matter, Liam. If anything, any wrongdoings in the universe is all in Sarah's hands right now.
How would any fault be my problem?
You see, I know what I'm doing. You do not. Of course, you did what you achieved by reverting the timeline back to its original condition, but what you did not know is that things may not exactly be the way it was.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, the vast majority of the universe is as it should be, but there will be some changes, especially surrounding your life, Sarah. You will be altered. You'll find out that when you experience it yourself.
And who is your client? You weren't alone, so who's pulling your strings?
If I told you, it would kill you inside. I am not someone who wishes to burn the bridges with those I work for, but you will all find out pretty soon. That day will come. That day will come when you won't be.
I don't care, we have all we needed from you. You changed the timeline and potentially caused alterations.
More like Sarah did.
Quiet! You are working for someone that obviously has something against me, and prior to all this, you ambushed us to launch your project.
What's this?
That is mine.
It's the Paradox Stone. It was the thing that allowed him to change his timeline in the first place.
Is that right? Mitch, lock it up in the containment vault. I'm not going to have anyone meddling with time again.
You really shouldn't be taking stuff which isn't yours. So, what is it going to be? How are you going to deal with me?
Oh yes, the punishment. I have to deal with you for what you did, and I think I have the right idea.
Well, why keep me waiting?
Jade, open the doors.
Liam?
Incarceration is too lenient for someone of your crimes, so you're going to be placed in a zone where you can't ever do this again. Hope you get comfortable in your new place of home, the Time Vortex.
Liam, you can't do this.
You really think my client is going to allow you to roam freely without his paradise going into action? He will get what he wants. He always does.
Don't care. You chose the wrong side, and now you're going to pay eternally.
Liam!
Try me. I will come back and return with something that will put your life in danger.
And that's my cue.
Liam!
Close the doors, don't want a draft coming in. What does that look for?
You tossed a man into a vortex.
Better than killing him or even injuring him, but there's no longer a world where he can enjoy. Like I said, the vortex is the best prison for someone of his crimes.
But was that really necessary?
And what would you have him do? As I said, my punishments aren't good enough for someone of his capabilities. He stays there, he is no longer an issue. Suddenly, I don't feel as sleepy. We need to head somewhere.
I'm not sure that was the right thing to do. I mean...
I know, it was brutal punishment, but it is what it is. He had to suffer for something I do not allow.
And what gives you the right to punish someone over their actions? I get that he did wrong, but you have broken the laws of time before.
Not like that! Never compare my acts to what he did. End of story, he will rot there, and I'm not changing my mind.
Liam, I don't wish to cause any further problems, but is what he said about the changes surrounding my life especially, what may he mean by that?
Beats me. And I'm sorry. No matter what it is, I won't be able to do anything about it. If I do, it would mean changing the timeline because whatever changes are implemented are now fixed because of him.
Understandable. I won't comment about what you did to him.
Sarah, thank you. I know you tried your hardest in that timeline to do the right thing. Even if I was dead in that universe, I know you did good.
Paradox Stone is locked away. Nobody should have access to it now. I guess you're going to be cheering Jade up now.
There's nothing for me to cheer her up about. She knows the score. I'm just doing my best to keep vermin like him from fragmenting and butchering the timeline again. Anyways, let's go. I'm done talking about him.
Amateur, defeated by a girl, a simple human girl. You, here, tell him. The plan escalates. Everything about this idea to push Liam out of the picture has failed. If the destination I believe Liam is approaching soon is accurate, time is against us. I'll take in a few scientists and have the TX-94 operational for when the day everything changes finally arrives. What are you standing there for? Move! Enjoy your moments of glory, my old friend, while it lasts.
In the Timepoint Paradox, Sarah Penelope was played by Juliet Raw. Liam and Jack Catterson was played by Liam Catterson. Jade Coraxis was played by Kimberley Fleming. The Manipulator was played by Andrew Fleming. Mitch Aren was played by Martin Arkless. Alex Kennedy was played by Jonathan Beetles. Red Wolf was played by Alex Smith. This story was written by Liam Catterson. Next time on the Catterson Chronicles.
What the hell happened?
You're trapped on the other side!
Liam, I found something.
I have been waiting, Liam, for a long time.
What is your problem with me?
There's a reason why I am the way I am.
There's a man who you will soon encounter called Saladin.
You're making it out as if this Saladin guy is a fate worse than death.
You can only defeat him with my training.
What the hell are they?
It was like a ghost.
Time phantoms.
Don't attack it yet.
I'm taking these freaks out.
Sarah, watch out! Jade!
Come after me!